Okay. Okay, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. We're going to go ahead and talk about a few things that's going on with the Rams. Um and a few bummer things, a few kind of bad things, but some good things too. Some good things too. So we're going to get into that here and kind of give my thoughts on what I think is, on all those situations for the most part. So we are just going to dive right in here. And the first thing we're going to talk about is David Edwards is coming back. And unfortunately, Cooper Kupp and two others have been put to IR. So let's go ahead, scroll down here. The endless shuffling of the Rams' offensive line will continue this week. On Wednesday, the team made four roster moves, three of which involved the O line. And as you all know, the O line has been a point of emphasis this season. It's been an issue, but y'all already know we're not going to get into all that right now. At least, um, the Rams designated David Edwards to return from injured reserve, noting that he practiced on Wednesday. They now have 21 days to activate him from IR. He's been out since week 5 due to a concussion, but he's working his way back. So, this is important. David, I don't have anything against David Edwards personally, but I just feel perhaps in the offseason we could try maybe to upgrade from because as of right now he's the starter at left guard, and I just feel like maybe we can do better. I just feel like we can maybe do better. Like I said, it's nothing personal against David. It's just, I truly think we can do better. But unfortunately, at this point in time, we are decimated by injury, so we don't have a lot of options. So hopefully David comes back and he can contribute. So he is back, and he did practice today. And so pretty much now the Rams have 21 days to activate him from IR. And if I was a betting man, I would say possibly he plays this Sunday. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know that for sure. Additionally, Los Angeles put 3 players on IR, all of whom were starters in Week 10. That sucks. It sucks a lot. One being our star wide receiver Cooper Kupp, which is a real kick in the teeth. Alaric Jackson, which is another kick in the teeth because, god damn it, I wanted to see more of him because I felt he was. I felt with some extra games and like a good handful of like game experience that Alaric Jackson could have been, kind of develop, get some game experience into a solid left tackle. Now, or he could have fallen off a cliff, and at least we would know which way he went. We would at least know, hey, we got kind of a good thing in a left tackle right here in Jackson, or hell, he's not doing so well. Let's try to find another option, besides Nopu. And that's another thing too. I think we can upgrade from Nopu, but unfortunately he has been put on IR, so that sucks. And Chandler Brewer is gone too, man. He lasted all but a game, but I thought he played good, man. Considering in against the Cardinals, but he has been injured too, so that kind of sucks. Alaric Jackson is out for the year with blood clots. That's right. He has some sort of issue with the blood clots, which will prevent him from playing the rest of the season, while Brewer will be sidelined 4 to 6 weeks due to a knee injury. Cooper Kupp has an ankle injury that requires surgery, so he'll be out at least 4 weeks while on injured reserve. Yes, so I guess if you want to call it, the silver lining with Cooper Kupp's injury is, nothing he didn't tear anything. He didn't break anything. It all he really had was like a ankle, just an ankle, high ankle sprain is I believe what they called it. And those I've had a few of those, and those do suck. Those do suck, but it doesn't seem to be any kind of long term damage to it. And he's getting some surgery to clean it up. So, it sucks. He's going to be gone for a while because those things take a while, to like heal and kind of get normal to just walking again. I suppose, I'm not even counting running routes and playing a football game. I'm just talking about walking. So he's going to be out of here for a while, and that does suck. But once he gets it cleaned up, he should be good to go. There shouldn't be a drop off as far as like his production on the football field. So plus, he hasn't actually been ruled out for the season, so we'll see. It's if the Rams, if they make a run and they get a playoff run, which look, anything can happen. Anything can happen. It's really not looking very likely that the Rams will play past week 17. But if they do, Kupp may be able to come back just in time and help us out. But we'll see. I'm just kind of spitballing here. We really don't know what's going to happen. So, moving on. Assuming Edwards returns from IR and is activated this week, the Rams will have 2 other open roster spots after losing Kupp, Brewer, and Jackson. So, as you can see, there's the Rams Twitter account, and designated to return David Edwards. The reserve injured list: tackle Chandler Brewer, tackle Alaric Jackson, and wide receiver Cooper Kupp. So the injury bug just keeps on biting us. Ain't that a bitch? However, we do have some other good news. That is our boy Matthew Stafford is expected to clear concussion protocol and will be able to play this Sunday against the Saints. Cue the applause button, of which I don't have. Woo! 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 Ain't that great? It sounds like Matthew Stafford's absence from the field will only last 1 week. He missed week 10 because he was in the concussion protocol, but he is on track to play against the Saints. So, yay. Sean said on Wednesday that Stafford got in a full practice, and though he's still in the league's protocol, he's expected to be cleared on Friday in time to play against New Orleans. It's big news as the Rams, who can't afford to keep losing after starting the season 3-6. God dang, Bobby. God dang. They've dropped 3 games in a row, and now without Cooper Kupp for at least 4 weeks, they're in must-win mode. And yes, they are. John Wolford started in place of Stafford last week, but struggled to get the offense going. Yeah, I agree. Bryce Perkins also mixed in for 5 plays at quarterback. I won't go down a big tangent here, but didn't really like them putting in Perkins. I really didn't. In fact, I really disliked it, and I was real salty anytime I saw him on the field. Not because I dislike Perkins, but I don't like the whole like 2 quarterback attached. Like, oh, we're gonna put 1 quarterback in, then we're gonna put another quarterback in for another play, then we're gonna put the first quarterback back in after the second quarterback runs like a wild. I don't. It's just the big thing about the position is momentum and rhythm, and I feel when you take John Wolford out, because he was the starter, and you put Bryce Perkins in, you are taking away the momentum, not just from John Wolford, but from the entire offense. And god damn it, there was a few times in that game against the Cardinals where we had a nice little drive going. We didn't look like world beaters, but we were moving the ball somewhat on some of these drives. And I swear, out of nowhere, Wolford's on the bench. I see Bryce Perkins in the pocket, underneath Brian Allen's ass or something. And I'm just sitting there, and in my mind, I'm like, well, God damn it, Sean, what are you doing? And then Bryce Perkins gets like 3 yards on a run, and then Wolford comes back out there, and Wolford looks completely cold, and then we punt. I am all for creativity. I am all for trying something new. I just do not agree with how they handled the quarterback position. You play John Wolford or play Bryce Perkins, okay? But don't pepper in both. Pick one, okay? Pick one. That's just my 2 cents. Just my 2 cents. You're not doing them either. You're not doing either of them favors by mixing them up, because neither one can get into a rhythm. But like I said, I won't get into a big tangent about that. Maybe another day. But didn't agree with that. However, moving on. From Stu Jackson here on his Twitter account, Rams head coach Sean McVay said Matthew Stafford was a full participant today. McVay said he expects Stafford to be cleared from concussion protocol on Friday, like we were just saying, and to play on Sunday. So this is good news. Now, barring, something crazy happening on Friday, okay, keep in mind he has not been cleared yet. So Friday is going to be an important day for to see where Matthew is at, because if something crazy happens, or if the doctors don't like how Matthew looks or how he's talking, they might keep him on concussion protocol. But if he passes on Friday, he'll be cleared and he'll be able to play. And that's good news. Because we need him back. We definitely need him back. And moving on, moving back to Cooper Kupp a little bit. Cooper Kupp shares a message with fans after suffering his ankle injury. So, talked a little bit about the transactions going on. We talked a little bit about the injury bug, because that seems to be the theme of the 2022 season for us. Is just that goddamn injury bug will not go away, and some people are coming back. Some people are added to the list, and unfortunately, that's just how it goes. And Cooper Kupp, our best offensive player, has been added to that list, but he has went ahead and shared a message with the loyal fans, all of you out there, about his ankle. So, all of you and myself, loyal fans that watch them, even if they drive us crazy. Even if they drive us crazy, we still come back to watch them, because this is our team. This is our team. It's just, if you're like me, it's never going to change. Okay? It's never going to change, no matter how much you wanna run up a wall, no matter, or as Frank Murphy says, put somebody through a wall. I'm gonna put you through that effing wall. No matter how much you feel like that, they're still our team. All right, they're still my team, and I will continue to watch them, just as I'm sure y'all are the same way. But let's get to Cooper Kupp and what he has to say here. Here's Cooper Kupp on his Twitter account, and he is quoted here saying, "Thanks to everyone who has reached out and sent prayers!" Exclamation point. "This is unfortunately just part of the game. Appreciate having a trusted medical team around me. Gonna get this fixed, then get back to work. Okay, pardon me. I'm gonna read that again. Gonna get this thing fixed, then get back to work to get back to work! Exclamation point. Forgive me, I'm a bit of an idiot. So basically, Kupp here is seems to be in good spirits, And he's basically just he's in the process. He is in the rehabilitation process right now, and I'm very, very confident that his mentality, his work ethic, and his spirit will not waver. He just has he's a very hard worker, and I feel like he's gonna attack his rehabilitation process in the same way. So I'm not worried about Kupp. I think Kupp, when he gets back, will produce just like he always has. It won't there won't be a drop off. I feel like he's gonna come back, and it's gonna be like he never left, unfortunately. But it's just the thing is he's just gonna be out for a little while, so that kind of sucks. Um, he was diagnosed with a high ankle sprain. Yep, high ankle sprain. Put on injured reserve. He'll have to miss a minimum of 4 weeks, so he's gone for at least 4 games, possibly longer. And if I'm being honest, I would actually put money on longer. I actually think it'll be more than 4 weeks, but that's just me personally. Because those high ankle sprain, they're a bitch, man. I'm telling you, they are real. They're real finicky to kind of get back to get fully healthy again. Okay, and he's a wide receiver, so he runs a lot. So that's gonna be difficult for him. But we'll see. We'll see. This isn't the first time Kupp has been placed on injured reserve. He tore his ACL in 2018, missing the final 6 games before being sidelined in the Super Bowl. Lost to a certain team out there, who will not be mentioned in this video because they are they are probably the most hated team that I hate in the NFL. And I'm not even going to say their name right now. Even more than the 49ers, mind you. Even more than the 49ers. I hate that team with a passion. Passion. Them and their cameras, by the way. I hate that team and their cameras. But Kupp was not able to play in that game. I feel like had he been able to play, we would have won that game. But not going to go off on another tangent. Upon seeing Kupp's message to fans on Tuesday, everyone should be expecting a massive comeback for the superstar wide receiver, whenever that may be. So we'll see. It's good to see he's in good spirits. It's good to see he's in good spirits and attacking his rehab the right way. So he's going to do his thing, and when he gets back, we'll see him on the field, and I do not believe there will be any kind of drop-off. So now we're going to end this video. Okay? We're going to end this video with a little bit of news with the upcoming game. Okay? All this injury stuff, I'm kind of itching to not talk about that anymore and talk more about the game. Talk about our season. Okay? Because we are 3-6 right now. Okay? We're 3-6 right now, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's really not looking that great. It's not looking good, but we pretty much have to win out the entire year, and we have to have some help around the year to make a playoff berth. Is it still possible that we can make the playoffs? Yes, it is. Am I going to be rooting for us and trying to and just hoping beyond hope that we will make the playoffs? Yes, of course I am. But having said that, it's pretty likely that we won't make the playoffs. Unfortunately, I'm just being honest with y'all. There's still a chance, but it's just not very likely. Okay? And in a situation like this, all we can do as fans and all the Rams can do themselves as players and coaches is just do what we've been doing this whole time. And that's just take it one game at a time. So all we have to do now is don't worry about our record. Don't worry about what we have to do or how many games we have to win to get in the playoffs. Right now, none of that will matter if we lose to the Saints on Sunday. So the only thing we need to worry about is beating the New Orleans Saints Sunday. Okay? Remember when I told y'all when we won the Super Bowl, that whole entire season, Everyone was saying, "Oh, the Rams are going to win this. Oh, they're going to win the Super Bowl." I'm telling y'all, oh, we're going to win the Super Bowl. It's going to be fun. Look at all these nice players, all these shiny toys. We're going to win that. Okay? It was very exciting. It was very exciting. I was excited. I was excited too. But as I said before, I don't like to watch football games like that. Okay? I don't like to look too far ahead because I feel like that takes something away from the current game that you're watching. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Meaning, so like in 2021, when people were going nuts saying we were going to win the Super Bowl, I had the mentality, I'm just, you know what? I'm kind of trying not to think about that. One, because I don't want to jinx them, because I have a tendency to do that. If I think like that, I'll jinx the team sometimes. But two, I just want to enjoy the game. So like week one, I'm just worried about it was the Bears. So I was only worried about the Bears. And then it was so on and so forth throughout the entire season. And I feel I enjoyed the season a lot more than I would have had I been stressing about how are we going to win the Super Bowl? How are we going to win the Super Bowl when we can't, when we look like this or we lose this game or this, that, and the other. All right. I'm just concentrating on the one singular game. And I feel like that is the best approach to do here. Okay. I'm not going to worry about any scenario that like what we need to do, what we need other teams to do to get into the playoffs. Obviously, I'll keep one eye out for it as we get near. But for the most part, I'm just going to be concentrating, singular focus on the Saints. Just concentrate on the Saints. And I feel like you'll just have a lot more fun that way. That's just how I'm going to do it. So, take a sip of my coffee here. Okay. And the Saints have chosen to start one Andy Dalton against the Rams on Sunday. So, I am very happy to hear this. I'm very happy to hear this because I watched Andy Dalton Thursday night. I think he played against I think it was the Cardinals, and the man looked atrocious. Okay, the man looked atrocious in that game. So hey, there we go. Let's take advantage of this. Though I suppose I shouldn't be talking shit because Colt McCoy just tore us up. But hey, whatever. That's in the past. Let's go on and get into this article here. There was some question about which quarterback the Rams will face on Sunday against the Saints, but head coach Dennis Allen cleared that up on Wednesday. He told reporters that the Saints will roll with Andy Dalton again and not make the switch back to Jameis Winston. Dalton has started 7 games, leading the Saints to a 2-5 record with 11 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. New Orleans is just 1-4 in its last 5 games with Dalton as the starter, most recently losing to the Steelers on Sunday 20-10. And there's us being blasted by the Cardinals. Jesus, get out of my face. Let's see. Winston has been healthy enough to play since week 8, but Allen wanted to keep the status quo with Dalton. Despite his struggles, Winston went 1-2 in his first 3 starts of the season. And here's a tweet. Dennis Allen says, "We are going to go with Andy." And they discussed it as a staff and felt Andy Dalton is the direction the Saints want to go. That's fine by me. That's fine by me. So we'll be playing Andy Dalton on Sunday. And, I feel like we can get him. But I want to see a little more creativity and adjustment on the defense. We keep saying that for the offense. Like, Raheem can just the prevent defense, okay, the soft zone stuff. I'm not saying don't do that, and I'm not saying that doesn't have value in a game. But it loses it's any scheme, whether it's on offense or whether it's on defense, any scheme will lose its luster and its potency if you keep doing it all the goddamn time. And excuse my language, but I get so frustrated watching these teams pick up easy first downs on us, all right? When it's like 3rd and 3, and we want to play 10 yards off the ball. I don't understand it. And then in the same breath, you'll hear people go, "Why aren't we getting sacks? Why isn't Aaron Donald getting sacks? Why isn't our defensive line? Why are they so trash right now? Why aren't they getting sacks?" Okay, why aren't we? Well, they're not getting sacks because these quarterbacks are getting the ball off immediately when they hike the ball, and they're just checking it down to a receiver, and we're making it easy for them. There's no ram in sight. What y'all saw there was so many times in that game yesterday against the Cardinals. I'm an idiot. A game on Sunday against the Cardinals where Colt McCoy throws a pass. You're watching it on television. I'm watching it on my couch, and he completes the pass, and he picks up the first down. And when they show it on the replay, there's like a good 3 to 5 seconds before a Ram player even enters the frame, before a Ram player even enters the screen. It's unbelievable. And then if you're making it so easy for a backup quarterback to be comfortable back there. These quarterbacks are way too comfortable, Raheem. Okay? Part of defense is being the aggressor. Part of being on a defense is being able to attack the offense, not sit back on your heels and go, "We live and die by the big play." Okay? And just sit and prevent for the whole damn game. Okay? Mix it up a little bit, okay? And then, you'll hear, some people like defending it was like, "Oh, well, it has its value, and it's, they give up field goals, not touchdowns. Field goals, not touchdowns." Well, it looked like you were giving up some touchdowns last Sunday. And I got to tell you, I'm not saying run man press coverage the whole game either. I'm saying you have to be able to adjust, Raheem. And sometimes I really question if Raheem is able to make adjustments mid-game, if he's able to adjust to the flow of the game, something Brandon Staley was great at back in 2020, okay? How many times, I know this was a while ago, but we were struggling a little bit on defense. We go into halftime, Brandon Staley makes adjustments, we come out and the defense plays much better. Much better, okay? They run blitzes, they switch up the coverages, they confuse people, they bait people. It was very well done, and I really am not getting that vibe from Raheem. I don't know if it's because, one, he just simply doesn't know how to do it, and unfortunately, that's what I believe it is. I don't have anything against the man. He looks like a very good man, a nice man, but I'm just, from a strictly fan critique standpoint, it doesn't seem like he knows how to do anything else, or how to properly adjust mid-game, and that he's relying on our star players to kind of bail him out, if you will. And that's not good. That is not good. That's not good at all. We need to be able to adjust, man. And I want to see, just mix it up a little bit, all right? And just don't be and prevent the entire game, man. Be the aggressor. Tell them DBs to put their hands on people, dude. That's how you disrupt the timing. Okay? I cannot stand a quarterback looking like he's chilling, like he just sat up from his lazy boy and he's like not a care in the world. Do hike. Okay? He gets under the center, hike. Do. Oh, hey, there's my running back or wide receiver 3 or the tight end, and he's wide ass open. And I see David Long, he's like 10 yards down the field. Hey, David Long. Hey, how you doing, man? I have to raise my voice because you can't, otherwise you won't be able to hear me, David. Okay? Well, excuse me, David. I'm going to go ahead, take this ball here, and just dump it off to the receiver, get 4 or 5 yards. That was easy. Where's that button? That was easy. It's just, It drives me mad. This team drives me mad sometimes. Okay, but I'm a fan. It is what it is. I'll still be here. You know, I'll still be rooting for him till the day I leave this earth. But Lord have mercy, it is frustrating to watch. And to circle it all back, Andy Dalton, if we can mix things up, we'll confuse him. I don't think he'll be able to handle it. So if we can do that, okay, we can help our offense out a lot, Raheem, if you just switch up some of the coverages. Don't sit on prevent the entire game, okay? Mix it up a little bit, please. Please, Raheem, please. All right. I'm going to cut it off here. I've gone on way too long already. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all be safe out there. And we'll be looking forward to Friday to see if Matthew gets cleared. And hopefully, we'll get our QB1 back. It's looking like we will. So anyway, that's going to be all for today. I will catch you guys on the next one. And as always, y'all, go Rams.